Hey guys, it's Paper Bear, and today I'm playing a game that I've never actually played before. We're gonna do a little bit of a blind play here. I've had this game sitting on my PS3 for a little while. I think I got it in a PlayStation Plus free download month or something a little while back. But we are playing, I know you can't tell unless you've played this game before, but we're playing Thomas Was Alone. A game that I've heard a lot about, that a lot of people have told me about, and that has always gotten incredible reviews, but I've never touched. I think it's in large part due to the fact that it has kind of a blocky look to it, which you'll see here in a second, but you know, we're gonna check this out. Looks pretty neat, so let's go. All right, so first line right out of the gate, Thomas was alone. I guess we're playing Thomas right here. There we go. Easy enough. Got it. Maybe a little harder.
Decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere.
They're really playing up the 3. Alone part.
Falling. Thomas was
side note though, you know, I mentioned that I hadn't played the game because of the because I knew that he was a square and I knew that the visuals may be a little simple. But this, I mean, the lighting in this, you know, it's nothing too complex. It's just a shadow, but it's actually kind of neat. I'm actually kind of digging it a little bit, and the British narrator doesn't hurt either. That's kind of a neat little thing too. I didn't know about that.
Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think.
Think,
Thomas. Some kind of inverted fall. Some way to, what's the word? Jump.
So, is this Thomas thinking, or is this I guess it's an outside narrator, but...
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
So a thing that I never thought that this game would be about, because you know, it seems like there's a little bit more here than just a block.
This seemed a little dangerous,
and
the world was not to be trusted.
But
it was unstable, and it seemed to,
you know, the name itself, the narrator, all of this stuff kind of makes it seem like there is something going on in the background. That for whatever reason Thomas is alone. That this world is something more.
He felt like he was making,
I don't know, maybe it's a simplified version of human life post some war or something, or maybe could be kind of maybe it's a scientist narrating over something he's looking at in a microscope, and he's making up a story about these little single-celled organisms just moving around on their own. That'd be actually kind of neat. I could get behind that.
He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No.
It reminds me kind of Portal a little bit. I guess because for one it said portals, but also too
something about the boy,
I think the narrator,
glowing water.
It reminds me of Portal 2 had Wheatley narrating a lot of the game. Not a lot, but the beginning and toward the end there was he was narrating. He had this British voice, and it had that kind of style to it, and it had this, you know, wittier way of delivering lines, wittier humor, and it was just I mean, you obviously probably know what Portal 2 was, but anytime there are those kind of things, it kind of reminds me of that, and I like that. I like that as a style. It, you know, it seems kind of like a too easy of a go-to for some people, but to have this British narrator narrating witty things, but it's
Thomas had a new theory. The world was
it's still kind of neat though. It gives you this kind of like warm, friendly, childlike feeling without making it childish, or while still maintaining more adult themes or something. I always kind of like it. I like names that are a little bit ambiguous. I was a creative writing major in school, and so I wrote fiction and poetry that had ambiguous names sometimes, and it's always something that I really like in any type of fiction or any type of literature in general. So we hit 0.10, so we're moving on, I guess, to 0.11, maybe? Submitted hundreds of bug reports. I told that idiot this would happen. Overlapping scripts. More than one AI was bound to be spawned into an environment at some point. La la la. Okay. Hey, we got a second one.
Dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Nice. I like this. Oh, okay. He can jump too. Haha. There we go.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times.
There we go.
Well, not actually.
Nope.
Not technically graceful. It's probably
Can't
the wrong
get
word.
there. Thomas!
What was that?
Go get
Skinny
Christopher.
little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Rescue him. Oh my lord. I mean, if the narrator is to be trusted here, I don't think Christopher cares too much for Thomas in the first place. So I don't even know that he really wants his help, but it's kind of neat though. And I think the front cover has, then there's a green color, maybe like a purple or something, which probably means that there are more. And if the little block of text at the beginning is any indication, there probably are a good bit more, which I wasn't really sure what to expect with Thomas Was Alone. I don't think I had any expectations at all. I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe it was just a simplified narrative story, which, I mean, it still looks like it could be, but,
Chris could get to it, which
okay.
of course made it all the more enticing.
But I didn't think it would be kind of like a puzzler platformer or anything, which is, it's kind of a, it's a neat thing to discover, because those things have always been kind of neat to me. Just like I said with Portal, those puzzlers that have just a lot of charm to them are really neat to experience. What are we doing? 1.4. So, I wonder.
On the surface, it did not seem good.
Do you get one per level? I guess so. Like 2. Maybe you get another one, and it opens up into new things.
Things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him.
There we go.
Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly
Christopher.
higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort
Let's
of
go this way. No! I don't think Christopher has really anything to worry about with Thomas being the better jumper, because obviously he can't handle this. Maybe he does. Oh. Alright. Slow. Steady. One more. There we go. Got it. Got it. I like this music too. It's kind of a nice, simple, charming little score. It's kind of neat.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so
Stare.
very happy at their situation. Friends together,
Stare.
a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for
Stare.
greatness.
No!
That would be fine.
Yeah, that was
But it was
probably
the
going to be a
obvious
mistake.
Observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot.
Gosh.
He hoped the next portal would split
Oh,
them up,
snap.
if only for a few levels.
Dropped him. Almost dropped him. Can he go? Let's see. Maybe he needs Thomas? There we go. Let's go up. Let's go over here. No! No! What happened? It just dissolved. It dissolved. Thomas! No! There we go. It's better. Got that. Got that. Awesome. Did it. Well, half of it. Anyway. Blunk. 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 We're doing it. We're getting there. Although I feel like I'm kind of at my limit here. I don't think I can... Well, there you go. Right whenever I hit my limit, they're adding something else. I don't think I can do it anymore.
He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine.
John.
This was game
So
day.
we got John, we got Christopher, and we got Thomas. Let's see. Nope. Stay where you are, John. So... What is it? There we go. Right? Yeah. Boom! Did it. Got it. I'm liking this though. It's
John needed room to
like I
show
said,
off
I
his
had really
exceptional
no
skills.
idea
As it
what
was, he was
to
trapped
what to
on the wrong
expect
side of these
with this, but
dot things.
you know, it's kind
They come
of
from
charming,
anyway.
pretty neat. I imagine that it really kind of ramps up a little bit, makes you think a little bit more, maybe gives you a little bit more background. I'm not sure. I really don't know what to expect with this, but it looks pretty neat.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled.
Nice.
Of
John
awesome.
has got... No!
Time to flex
No!
those muscles, to put
John.
his training to use, time
Two Johns.
to show those little dots how it was done.
I guess I gotta press this button.
John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him.
Aw,
John's
John's so
for his
sweet.
new allies. You could tell from the sympathetic expression he practiced in the mirror.
I'm really wondering who these guys are. Like, why, what they're doing, who they are, or what they're in. I mean, I honestly, if I had to place a bet just based on what I know, it seems like it's some sort of thing. I said the chemistry scientist type thing. I'd bet on that. With all the stuff in the background, all the little like symbols going through. I mean, that's not. I don't know. I don't know why that would indicate that, but it just it makes me think of some much larger person watching these little things and narrating what they're doing. So rather than actually having any control in their life, he's just being kind of like a weird creative storyteller, just saying these things. So this little single-celled thing goes over here, and he says, "Oh, Thomas. Thomas went to the right because he was, I don't know, lonely, I guess." John. Need your help, John. John. Always need Thomas. Can't do anything, Christopher. Gonna need John. Get over there. Get up. Boom. Getting it. No. Get John. There we go. Got it. Let's see. Nope.
John
There
was
we go.
happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
So what do we need to do now? We need to... I guess we need to get over here. Okay. Makes sense. Ugh. Oh, I don't know if this is how I'm supposed to be doing this, but there we go. Alright. Let's see. Let's see here. Come on, Christopher. What are you good for? My lord. Jump, 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 jump. Get John up there. Get Christopher. What are we gonna do? Let's see. Gotta get him there. Gotta move him right here. Maybe. There we go. Christopher over. Get Thomas up there. And then move John. We did it! We got it! That was really long. Kind of surprised that it took as long as it did. Probably gonna stop after this one. Hopefully we'll see another hopefully we'll see another little guy. But after this, I guess we'll just have to see. Guess maybe I use John as a jumping point? Let's see. Jump. 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 Jump.
Maybe that That's what the
Okay.
dots were for. They were there.
That's exactly
to
what the
extend
dots are
John's
for.
reach, to make his performance even more
That's what they're
impressive.
for.
John liked the thought.
Let's
He
see.
decided to keep them.
Okay. I think everything's lined up. We good? We're good. We got this. We did it. So let's see what else we have. If we get another color, maybe we get a cutscene. The initial group possessed similar variations in size and strength. More complex configurations were inevitable. As the error spread, these variations became increasingly extreme.
So,
Whoa!
this was how Claire would die.
Claire?
She knew it would
Who's
happen
Claire?
eventually.
Claire is massive.
Rubbish at jumping,
Woo!
and she moved slowly. She felt
She
a
was
little like
rubbish at
her
jumping.
continued existence was breaking some kind of natural order.
Lord. Claire?
The crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed.
Claire, no! Don't
Wait.
die!
What?
Claire!
Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was
Oh.
not, in fact.
She can float! She's
It
buoyant
was
in
at
water.
that moment that Claire realized she had superpowers.
Got that. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna stop right there. Now we saw Thomas, we saw Christopher, we saw John, and now we saw Claire, who can float, apparently. And I guess in this
Couldn't be a
thing,
superhero without
Thomas
a
isn't
cape.
even invited to
Where
the
did
next
more
level.
confusion?
But thank you guys for joining
You
me.
saw a cape, that made
This
matters
is
clear.
this is really neat. I know it's a
Revealing.
little shorter than the
Claire
ones
was
that
all
I'm
about
usually doing, but
communication.
I figured it'd be a neat look. It'd be a good opportunity to
know,
pull up a game that I haven't
floating
had the
in water.
opportunity to play yet.
Which was her
But
superpower.
if you like this video or any of my other videos, feel free to subscribe, feel free to comment, let me know if you like what you saw. Let me know if you have any suggestions, if you'd like to see all of this game, more of this game, or any other game. Just let me know. I'll be in touch, and I hope that you check out the next one. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.